In this series, I'm going to show you how to complete Dark Souls 3 without dying. You can also use this as a very safe and secure way to get through the game. By following this walkthrough, you'll be able to complete this game without too much stress or too much hassle. My name is Azzavhar or Azza. Now let's get into the video game training. First of all, we're going to be setting up our character and the game. I'm playing this on Steam with an Xbox One controller plugged into my PC. It's also worth mentioning that Steam is set to offline mode. That will stop some NPC invasions a little bit later on in our playthrough. So we're going to choose our class and burial gift. So class is Assassin, and burial gift will be Young White Branch. For the rest of the stuff you can choose whatever you want to, but we're just going to go for the default stuff and then press Finalize Creation. First area is Symmetry of Ash. We're going to be running forward, run or roll past these guys here, and pick up this item here. Continue running forward. We just picked up the Ashen Estus flask. You may need to pull to the left or the right to dodge that guy there. And you may need to roll there if another arrow does come at you from the back there. Grab this bonfire and rest if you need to. For the most part, we're going to be running and rolling past most enemies here. Jump off this section here to grab this Titanite Shard. You can also do another running jump here to dodge this guy below us. First boss fight coming up. We're going to two-hand our sword, pull this out, and do 4 attacks when we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, lock on, back to one-handed. We're going to be using a parry strat here. You can get in an extra attack there as well if you want to. Then we're going to lock on, go to two-hand to the side. 1, 2. Okay. Ascandia. Run forward and open these doors. If you want to look at a more detailed boss guide, I do have a YouTube playlist specifically for Dark Souls 3 bosses. So if you want a full breakdown of each of these bosses, I would definitely recommend going to check out the full detailed boss breakdowns. Then when we enter Firelink Shrine here, we're going to go up towards the right first of all, up these stairs, and then outside. We're going to be doing a tree skip to get some extra items just here. Pick up these souls so we can sell them later. And then for tree skip, this can be a little bit tricky to get at first. Essentially, you want to be going diagonal up and left, and then jump in diagonal up and right. Sometimes it can be a little bit hit and miss, like so. So you want to run diagonal up and left, and then jump diagonal up and right. And how that works is towards the top left of that tree, it kind of boosts your character upwards a little bit. So it allows your jump to get a bit more air time. So just keep practicing that as many times as you need to until it starts to go a little bit smoother. Run forward. We're going to pick up 3 Homeward Bones just here. Continue following the roof around and go inside. Cross this walkway here and then pick up this item. Pick up this Estus Shard just here. That's an extra Estus flask. And then we're going to run around, go through this invisible wall here, or illusionary wall. Run forward, roll off, Grab this item in the chest, which is the silver serpent ring. And then back towards the center of the Firelink shrine. We're going to grab a few items here. So usually about 10 or so fire bombs. You can get some extra homewood bones if you want to. We already have 3, which should do just fine for now. And we're also going to pick up the dagger, which we'll be using a little bit later on in the run. Then on over to Andre, and we can reinforce the Estus with the shard that we just picked up. So grab that. And then we want to allot, so we want to have 5 on the left hand side and then confirm. That's that for now, and then head towards the center and put the coiled sword in. And at this point, I usually want to have the silver serpent ring equipped, so remember to do that. The silver serpent ring will give you an extra 10% souls for all enemies killed, which comes in really useful for building up souls over time. Usually take these off the quick items and put a homewood bone on, which we may need to use to bone out if things get a little bit spicy. Coming up next, we have the High Wall of Lothric, so make sure to hit like and subscribe, drop a comment. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh my good god. What? You can't poke me through a wall?